Urban growth, for those of you who may not know, is the new and bigger and brighter Landcom. We've got a greater role now in strategic planning, so that's a little bit exciting, but also a bit scary and daunting because we've got some big responsibilities such as WestConnex, urban growth along WestConnex. Green Square is already in our portfolio, and things like the Central Everleigh rail precinct. So they're big projects for Sydney, but we've been asked to do things quite quickly. So I want to echo Joe's, request that we bring the thinkers, academics, closer to the people who've got decision making in our city, so that we can be influenced along the way. My role is not directly to do some of that big decision making. My role is to actually activate the spaces and the communities once we've got them on the ground. But I'll go back to my teams and say we need to be talking with some of you guys more closely as we develop those plans for the future parts of Sydney, which are going to be very important. Just a couple of quick things though in terms of space. As we all know, as the city gets denser and people get less space to live in their own private spaces, public spaces become much more important. And that's a challenge for us to not, over-design public spaces and design out opportunities. So in some respects, public space is maybe it's an old term now, it should be maybe public canvases, public opportunities. So we're actually providing opportunities and not designing out for future use, because as Marla said, our communities in the west of Sydney are now predominantly being populated by Indian families, and I don't know what they need in terms of public space. I've got to learn that now, and that's my challenge, because we're now designing public open spaces that might have worked 5 years ago or less, and maybe they don't work anymore. So we've got to be really careful we're not out designing and over designing things that we can't change very quickly. And that's a challenge because streets, we can't change them. But public spaces are a bit more flexible, I think, so that's a challenge I'll throw out there, both for people that I work with and also you guys. So that we can do things like the St Jerome's in Melbourne, or the Better Block projects that come in from the US, that we can be creative and we can use spaces in a way which reflects the current needs of the community and not the needs of 5, 10, 50 years ago. So I guess that's a challenge I'll leave us with, that we can design public spaces but really make them public opportunities and public canvases that can be changed and transitioned as needs of the community change in time. Thanks.